The midweek episode of The Young and the Restless on Wednesday, October 22, is set to be one of those emotionally charged days in Genoa City where long-buried truths surface, loyalties are tested, and a familiar sense of dread ripples through the Newman family. At the center of it all are Sharon, Nick, and Noah, each grappling with their own storm, and it's about to collide in spectacular fashion. Sharon's confession, a heart too heavy to hide. Sharon Case, has been struggling to hold herself together ever since Noah's latest spiral began. The tension between her and her son has been building for weeks, and now she's reached her breaking point. On Wednesday's episode, expect Sharon to finally crack under the pressure, leading to a tearful confession that could change everything. As the episode opens, Sharon is seen alone in crimson lights, nursing a cold cup of coffee and replaying her recent choices in her mind. The weight of what she's been hiding, something that ties directly into Noah's unraveling behavior, has become unbearable. When Nick Joshua Morrow arrives, expecting a routine check-in about their son, he immediately senses something's off. Sharon's hands tremble as she sets down her mug, her eyes glistening with guilt. "There's something I need to tell you," she begins softly, her voice barely above a whisper. Nick braces himself, his expression shifting from concern to caution. He knows that tone, it's the same one Sharon used years ago before revealing one of her biggest secrets. The confession hits hard. Sharon admits that she's known more about Noah's recent troubles than she's let on. Specifically, she's been aware that Noah been involved in something much darker than anyone realized, and she's been trying to protect him. Nick, caught between anger and disbelief, demands to know what she means. Sharon hesitates, then admits that Noah has been hiding a connection to a new woman in town, a woman with ties to both Newman Enterprises and the mysterious incident that recently rocked the company's art division. Sharon reveals that she discovered texts and late-night phone calls weeks ago, but she kept quiet, hoping Noah would open up on his own. Now, with Noah's behavior growing more erratic, Sharon can't bear the secrecy anymore. "I thought I could handle it," she says, tears spilling down her cheeks. "I thought if I gave him time, he'd come to me, but I was wrong. I was trying to protect him, and instead I might have made everything worse." Nick's fury and fear collide. Nick's reaction is pure emotional whiplash. On one hand, he's furious that Sharon didn't tell him sooner, especially given how much chaos has already plagued their family this year. On the other, he's terrified about what this means for their son. Nick's protective instincts kick in immediately. "If Noah's in trouble, we need to handle this the right way," he insists. But Sharon knows it's not that simple. The woman Noah's involved with, reportedly named Sienna, isn't just a fleeting romantic interest. She's someone with secrets of her own, and Sharon fears she might be manipulating Noah. Nick, still processing everything, vows to confront their son directly, but Sharon pleads with him not to. "If you push him now, he'll shut down completely," she warns. "Let me talk to him first. Please, Nick, I can reach him." The scene between Sharon and Nick is raw and nostalgic, a reminder of how deep their bond still runs, even after everything. The trust, the disappointment, the shared history of parenting through pain, it all floods back. As they part, there's an unspoken understanding that whatever happens next, they're once again on the same side when it comes to Noah. Noah's double trouble. Meanwhile, Noah Rory Gibson is living up to Wednesday's spoiler headline, and the double trouble isn't just a clever tease. Viewers will see him wrestling with two major crises, one emotional, one dangerously practical. On the emotional front, Noah's relationship with Sienna, the mysterious new woman who's become a lightning rod of speculation in Genoa City, continues to blur the line between romance and recklessness. Their scenes are electric but tense, filled with that dangerous chemistry that often precedes disaster on the young and the restless. Sienna pushes Noah to trust her completely, insisting that whatever's happening behind the scenes will soon make sense. But Noah's growing paranoia tells another story. He started noticing inconsistencies in her stories, names that change, timelines that don't match, and a sudden, almost obsessive interest in Newman Enterprises' upcoming art acquisitions. When Noah confronts her, Sienna turns the tables, accusing him of not being honest either. "You've got secrets too, Noah," she says with an unnerving calm. "Don't pretend you're the innocent one here." And she's right, because Noah's second problem is the one Sharon just confessed to Nick about. He's been involved in a risky scheme connected to an underground art exchange, one that started innocently as a favor to a friend, but has now spiraled into something that could ruin his career and drag the Newman name through the mud. Noah's in deep, and as he realizes that Sienna may be using him to gain access to confidential information, panic sets in. But walking away might not be an option anymore. A dangerous intersection. By the episode's midpoint, the three storylines, Sharon's guilt, Nick's fury, and Noah's secret, begin to converge. Sharon reaches out to Noah, asking to meet him at the park for a quiet conversation. She hopes to gently coax him into opening up. The scene is heartbreaking. Noah's defensive at first, insisting everything's fine, but Sharon's maternal instinct pierces through his walls. "You don't have to carry this alone," she tells him. "Whatever you've done, whatever's happened, I'm still your mother." That's when Noah breaks, finally revealing the extent of his involvement. He confesses that he agreed to help Sienna move a piece of artwork that turned out to be stolen, and now someone's threatening him to keep quiet. Sharon's world tilts. Her worst fears are confirmed. She immediately wants to go to Nick, but Noah panics, begging her not to. "If Dad finds out, he'll never forgive me. Please, Mom, I can fix this." But Sharon knows this is beyond repair and beyond their control. She hugs him tightly, whispering, "We'll fix it together." Nick walks in, and the storm erupts. Just when it seems like mother and son are finding fragile ground, Nick arrives, having tracked Noah's phone after Sharon's earlier confession. The moment he steps into the scene, the air thickens with tension. Noah stiffens, his face pale. Sharon tries to smooth things over, but Nick's had enough of secrets. "I deserve to know what's going on," he snaps. "I'm not watching another Newman go down because we're too afraid to tell the truth." The confrontation that follows is explosive. Sharon tries to mediate, but Noah's anger flares, accusing both his parents of treating him like a child. "You think you're protecting me," he says bitterly, "but you're just making it worse." Nick's final words cut through the noise like a blade. "If you're in trouble, we're getting you out, but you're not doing this your way anymore." Preview of Fallout, the calm before the crisis. As the episode closes, Sharon and Nick are left reeling. Noah storms off, Sienna's shadow looming large over the story. Sharon, her heart breaking, wonders aloud whether their sons inherited too much of their own history, the secrecy, the impulsive decisions, the need to protect others at any cost. Meanwhile, a cryptic text flashes across Noah's phone from an unknown number. "You talked. That was a mistake." The message sets the stage for Thursday's episode, where double trouble might evolve into something even darker. Sharon and Nick may finally be united again, but with Noah caught in a dangerous web of deceit and Sienna's motives still murky, the Newman family's next chapter looks anything but peaceful.